It's Hoodrich Radio on your airways. It's 96.7 The Beat. DJ Scream right here. Moran is with me. We got a special guest in the building. He is the linebacker coach for Auburn University. He has done other amazing things. Give it up for T. Will in the building.
Yo. Welcome,
representing that Auburn,
What's going on?
Welcome,
Thanks for having me.
We okay.
Welcome.
We okay with that today because you're such a cool brother.
Yeah, cool.
We're not gonna make you put on the Georgia jersey.
Oh no. Like Auburn, like we're rivals, but y'all cool. I can say Auburn cool. Like y'all cool.
Game day we talk the talk, but we can drink a beer.
Yeah. Auburn cool. Auburn cool. It's like when y'all beat Alabama, I'm happy for y'all.
Oh, it's
Real
okay.
talk.
Yeah,
I'm happy
that's
for
the
you.
rival. That's the rival.
You know what I mean?
We got to get them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. How you been? What you been up to, brother?
Man, everything's good on the road recruiting. It's recruiting time for us now, and players make me a good coach.
Word.
It's all about players. We can never get that twisted. So, it's got to find players.
So if a player's out there, playing in high school and building their resume, what are some of the things that excites you? You know what I'm saying? Like outside of it, just the field, we know the physical attributes, but I know some of it is about character as well. Like what's some of the things that excite you?
Man, you have to. For me, let's talk on the field. You have to love football because now you got the internet and you got so many people saying you this star, you that star. No, because once you get to us, we're going to bite on you. We're going to coach you hard. Whatever school you go to, they're going to coach. We're not your buddies. We there to groom you and allow you to grow and to be a better man and a better football player. Off the field, man, you got to have character. You got to stand for something. You have to be a guy that's on time and willing to do hard things, go to class because it's not about just football. You have to go to class. You have to be great socially. Just different things like that we look at.
That's dope. So what's it like being a part of the SEC? Like,
oh man,
does it get stressful? Like, how is it like really being in it?
Oh man, it's like the wild west, man. It is the best conference in college football. Have the best coaches, the best recruiters, the best players. So you have to come with your A game, man. I look at it, man, every day. Even coaching and recruiting is like shaving. If you don't shave, man, you're gonna start looking rough.
Right.
So every day I'm doing something to make myself a better coach, better recruiter.
Yeah.
So it's definitely the wild west, and it's not if you never really been in it and you want to coach in it, you just don't understand. It's almost dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. So I had to adjust because like I could have a team saying, well, Coach T. Will is such and such and such, and then see me on the road and want to dap me up.
Right.
I'm not cut from that cloth. I know you just telling this cat talking about me. I just don't rock like that, so I just can't fake it. But it's the wild west.
Yeah. So like you keep saying the wild west, like you're in the Western Conference, and they say it's the hardest. So how do y'all stay sane? Because I mean, looking at y'all schedule, LSU, Alabama, y'all play them every year, every year. And I'm a Georgia fan, but it's like we don't have to see Alabama every single year.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how do y'all stay grounded?
Man, I think what helps us is we got a good room, a good room of coaches. It's a lot of places, man, they don't like being around each other. They just go to work. It's just a job. Man, we go in, we set the clock. Our defensive coordinator, Coach Kevin Steele, he sets the clock at 9:28. We are there at 9:30 every day. So we don't make tired decisions. We're not there at midnight and trying to reinvent the wheel and different things like that. Man, we're going to do what we do. We're going to let our players play. We're not trying to be football gurus because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much football I know if my players doesn't know. So, but it is taxing. It is grueling. But at the same time, if you have a schedule and you're not there all times of the night, you're able to go home to your family, different things like that, then that kind of takes the ease off a little bit.
Okay. What's a deal breaker for you when you're recruiting? Like, what's a deal breaker? What's something that just makes you say, hey, this is not somebody that we need on our squad?
I think you have to know. For me, you have to know the position coach and can he handle a certain kid. Like for me, I'm a kid. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm from the projects and the trailer parks. So I get every kid won't be every kid won't have that foundation. They don't understand. Now you can't be just a disrespectful kid, a turd. Some kids just can't make it at Auburn and can't make it at other schools. But some kids need that foundation and that father figure and the male figures around them to get them to that next level. So it's some kids that may miss 5 days of school or may have such and such happen, but sometimes they just need that opportunity. But it's the deal breaker for me, man. You just you can't be, especially this day and age, and any day and age, man, you can't put your hand on women. You can't do that. We're not disrespecting any women. That's just a deal breaker. being disrespectful. Period. You know, that's not going to fly at Auburn.
Right.
But it's some stuff kids may need guidance. But you know, hitting on women, touching on women, that's definitely a deal breaker.
Now the NFL draft just passed, and you guys actually had how many people go pro?
Had four.
Four again.
Hey, that's big, man.
Auburn puts them out.
Yeah,
and then y'all had some more people sign.
Yeah, sign free agent. And,
yeah.
You know, and that was huge.
Was anybody personally on your linebacker core that went?
Yeah, I had a linebacker go free agent, and the only reason he didn't get drafted because he had shoulder injuries and neck injuries, different things like that. So they was kind of nervous as far as touching him, but he'll get an opportunity. Matter of fact, he signed with the Jets, and he'll get an opportunity there. And he can play ball. He just got to get through the physical and all that stuff.
Right.
Could you see yourself progressing eventually, maybe into professional coaching?
You know what? I get that question a lot, man. I really enjoy the 17 to 22-year-old that age group.
Easy to talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk to
the
pros
involved
too. Because
yet.
I think even talking to my guys that coaching the pros, they'll listen to you if you're coaching them right because they're trying to get to the next contract.
Right.
So it's all about because it's bad coaches up there too. So and they'll just kind of ship them around the whole buddy system. But up there, the players will respect you if you know what you're doing and you know how to coach. But I like this age group of 17 to 22, and you catch them at the prime years of their life.
Right.
You know, I mean, you could teach them more.
Speaking of contracts, right here in Atlanta, so we got to talk about it.
Man.
Matt Ryan, 5 years, $150 million, $100 million guaranteed. We saw what happened as well with Kirk Cousins. Just give us some commentary on that.
Man, for one, if they're gonna pay you, get your money.
Absolutely, we're happy if anybody gets the money.
Absolutely. But you know, I just think it depends on. You gotta ask yourself: did they panic? Did they have to pay him? You know, and I don't know what his contracts and everything, but I think the quarterback that just got signed, that was at Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken, I think he stepped the whole bar up.
Case Keenum.
Yes, Keenum.
Case Keenum.
So,
and he ended up getting shipped out to Denver.
Right. So you know what I'm saying. So he set the bar, but I just I hear mixed reviews on that one. You know, because it's gonna come to a point where it's a lot of money spent there, and it's gonna be other guys on that team. Contract comes up. I gotta ask yourself: does he have a Super Bowl?
How did he perform in the Super Bowl?
No comment, bro. Still
How did he
nightmares.
perform in the Super Bowl?
Still ain't gotten over it.
The signal caller is a very important position in football, right? So, as a person that really understands the sport, can you explain to us? Because a lot of fans are frustrated because Le'Veon Bell didn't get his money, Odell didn't get more money. There's some defensive players that didn't get the money, and we saw what just happened with Des Bryant. They just said, hey, we're not even going to negotiate. You can walk. Can you explain why that is?
Yeah, see, and as a fan, we just look at on the field, right? But guys like us, we kind of know a little bit more. So you ask yourself as an owner, some guys that you name, yes, they performed on the field, but some guys bring a little extra off the field. And sometimes it's not good for business. Dez's case, I saw on another on one of the sports shows, they were just talking about his yardage didn't add up with the money that he was giving. So it just depends. Some guys, man, is off the field as well as on the field. Do I think them guys should get paid? I absolutely do.
Absolutely.
I think they should get the money. But when they get in that boardroom and you have the GMs and all these folks talking and they look at the draft and we make it get this guy, well, okay, such and such is getting a little older. Well, we don't want to pay him this money. So it's so much that goes into that. And you never, like I said, we never know what goes on behind the walls in the organization. You know, are these guys fun to coach? Are these guys team guys? You know, it's a lot of times that's what it comes down to.
Quarterback is a part of every single play, too. That's what I tell people. Like,
That's
every
real.
single play on offense is no go take a break unless you get hurt. Like, you have to know every play.
Everything.
Everybody's route, everything.
I don't want that job. Like, honestly, I don't want that job. It's like, it's that one position in football. It's like, when everything goes well, you get all the praise, and when things are going horrible, you get all the blame.
All the blame.
Like, everything.
All the blame.
So
Because even when we're talking about Matt, even with the Super Bowl, it's like he could be saying, well, yeah, they say it's me, but such and such could have did this or that, you know. So
I mean,
there
were definitely drop passes.
But but you are the quarterback, so we paying you a lot of money.
That's
Facts.
You hit it right on the head. You're gonna get if it's going well, hey, you the man.
It goes with the thrill of victory, agony of defeat.
Then so that's just the way it is. Like they get on, Cam. He's y'all rival, but after the Super Bowl, he didn't want to talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
They was on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're the face of the. That's why they say franchise quarterback. I mean, you might hear of a franchise running back or not as frequent. Like everybody wants the franchise quarterback. You're the face of the team. Mm-hmm. You're the first person they talk to, other than the coach, after the game. Why'd you win? Why'd you lose? Everything's on the quarterback's shoulder. So that's why they're getting the money. Right. If anybody wants to know, like, this is why the quarterbacks get the money. Hope Le'Veon Bell gets his money.
Got to get his money. And then he go in his jersey sales.
Yeah.
All of that. So they say, okay, we're going to sell Matt Ryan jerseys or Cam Newton jerseys or whoever. We'll get the money back. With Bell, I mean, they should be able to sell his jerseys. And Bell deserves his money. I play him on Madden. He's a 96 overall.
Sure.
So I play him on the video game.
And sometimes you line him up in the slot and put him there as a receiver. Like,
tell him about it. Tell him about it.
So who are you a fan of in the pros? Like, who do you root for?
Man, you know what? I root I'm actually a 49ers.
Okay.
I grew up because of Pop Warner, I was in 49ers and all that. But I actually, man, I like Le'Veon Bell.
Okay.
I do. I like Cam. I like Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Donald, the D tackle for the Rams, is a bad boy. Undersized guy. I always use him for example because if we out recruiting, we're not looking for him. We're looking for longer guys, taller guys. He beat the odds.
He defied the odds.
He beat the odds. On the video game, he's a 99. So I play that man.
I want to go out on the limb and say he's the best in the league.
He's the best in the league. So those guys, and I like Julio. Even though he played for the other team, but I like ball players, man. I like ball players. So, I'm a fan of Julio.
What's some good music that you like to train to when you train or when you're training the guys? Give us a little bit of T-Will's playlist, man.
My playlist. This is shocking. I'm gonna tell you what I'm on. I'm on Lucci Heavy.
Okay.
I'm on Lucci Heavy,
no
man.
Doubt.
Shoot, our team like Lucci. I'm on 21. I'm on Thug. Let me see, man. Let me see what else.
That's how you know he been on the defensive team. They're ready to go hit some people.
We been there. We better let somebody down. We been there jamming, man. They'll put, they have. I play y'all money bag a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big Kevin Gates. I just like what he stand for. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Kevin. Real heavy. Let me see who I was listening to today. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I've been riding to that Bootsy, man, Boo Pop. I think that's very underrated. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. And then shoot, man, the last 2 weeks I listened to 3 songs. Ross, what's the second song on that? Serotonin Grease. What's that?
I can't never say the Grease song.
Yeah, I think that's like the second to last song on the album.
I've been riding to that. So that's kind of my playlist. And that's kind of what I asked the recruits. What y'all listen to? They be shocked that I know all of that stuff.
Music is a very big part of what gets you hyped up as an athlete.
Right.
Like, shouts to Deshaun Watson. This playlist is amazing.
Right.
Sometimes Deshaun Watson actually puts me on the music.
Word.
I follow him and I look at his Insta Snap. I'm like, what is that he listening to?
He's
like,
on it.
He'd be on top of it.
And that's the thing. Just a lot of people don't understand. These players, man, they into hip hop. They just into music. Period. You know. And like I asked my guys, what's out there new? You know, what's new? So I'm on some guys, man. I try to stay up to date on a lot of the guys, man. All our Florida boys, man. They on Kodak real heavy. You know. Let me see who else. I already said Moneybag. Gotti get a lot of play. Gotti get a lot of play. So it's always interesting to see, especially from the Florida boys, Alabama boys, Georgia boys, the different things that they listen to. So different songs.
So what's it like once the transitions within the team start to happen? Like when people start to leave and then you get new people. Like is it harder to get the new people coming in to work with the already established team? Like what's it like?
That's a good question for us, man. It goes great because we have the foundation set. So even when a guy leaves, you know, we get guys that are drafting. They say, okay, you losing so and so. So how you gonna your pass rush? Who's gonna be your pass rusher? Or who's gonna be your left tackle? Who's gonna be? If we weren't about that when they leave, we already behind the 8 ball. That's why we recruit.
Right.
We recruit all these 4- and 5-star guys, and we have a 3-year plan. We expect these guys to be gone in 3 years.
Right.
So we're trying to replace them that next year. You know, just so you can always have in that revolving door of guys being ready. And then if you have a guy, and it goes back to your question as well, if you have a guy that's a little rough around the edges, where if my room he's gonna have to gravitate to my room because my room is already set.
Right.
You know, they'll get him straight. You know, because I go in and say, y'all ain't telling them about me. You know, they should know. Okay, when the kid come in, I'm gonna tell you about Coach T. Will. This is what you're gonna have to do. You ain't gonna be late. I tell parents straight up, listen, if you're late for class, if you don't go to class, I'm gonna bust them. That's just point blank period. Now, we're going to have fun. We're going to play video games. They're going to come over my house. They're going to eat dinner. We're going to love up on them. But I can't send a kid back without a degree. So that's not going to happen. We're going to hold guys accountable, you know, and that's our job, man. We can win football games. We're going to win championships, but we're trying to win lives. So that's where the degrees come in now. Right. You know, because everybody, man, the life expectancy, as y'all know, in the NFL is 3.5 years, 4 years. Leave school at 22, that's 26.
Yep.
Now what?
Yep. True story.
Right. So, that's real.
Yep.
That's very real.
That's just life, man. And just even with recruiting, I tell guys, it's like everybody, you know, all these schools, they recruiting. It's like the used car salesman. We got this in this first round. All of this. But I say, okay, if it's all about the development, if you could put all those guys in the first round, why not all of your guys go first round? If you're that good of a coach. Some of them guys, man, it's really my job not to mess it up because they're that good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's good for the graphics and the edits and the things to have on your board and your PowerPoints when guys come. But I'm trying to win lives, man. Me and my guys we super tight. You know, so that's why they play hard for you.
Finally, let's ask you, man, how as we progress into the new season, like football is like really here for me, like it's my therapy, right? But as we progress into the new season, do you think that we've made progression with the whole situation with the flag and the kneeling and, you know, the players and the league? And I don't even know how it goes in the college. I don't know how much it affected you guys last year. Like, do you think we've made progress to a place where everybody can, you know, meet in the middle, or what's your stance on that?
I think it was some progress. It's still a long ways to go. Talking just college. For us, when they do the national anthem, the team is in the locker room. Okay. Now, the captains may be walking towards the field because the captains for both teams are coming to the 50-yard line. So it's in the locker room. For the NFL, I think it's small steps, but we all see, you know, with Captain Nick. And now it's the safety for the 49ers.
Eric, I can't remember his name.
But he played, the kid played for LSU. So we see things like that are happening, man. And I get it. The NFL is a business. Right. And those owners, they're not trying to mess up their money as far as people not coming to the games and viewership. But at the end of the day, we got to figure out, man, right is right, wrong is wrong. And we got to understand what Cap was really trying to say. It was twisted. It wasn't anything about the military.
The media do it.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't anything about the military. And I think sometimes all of us got to just sit back and see what was the intent. And not try to say, okay, I'm on this side, so I'm gonna make it look like this. His intent was just making sure everybody's treated fairly, you know. And he was really fighting for the oppressed. And the story that's overlooked is him meeting with the soldiers. You know, it's having to sit down.
Nobody talks about that.
You know, nobody talks about that, and that's just, you know, that's the world we live in, and we still got a lot of work to do.
Facts, we do.
Absolutely. T. Will, we appreciate you pulling up on Hoodrich Radio, man.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Let everybody know anything they need to know, your Instagram, your Twitter, what they need to be on the lookout for, any websites, all of that for you right out.
Well, I'm on Twitter. It's T_Will for real. And then I'm on Instagram. It's Coach T. Will AU.
Okay.
You find me on both of those.
Okay. Absolutely. Auburn taking it this year?
Oh, ain't no doubt. We gonna try.
Y'all taking it this year?
We're trying.
Hey.
It's always a tough stop with Saban, man. We know all about the heartbreak.
We already know about Saban. Hey, no comment. No comment. I ain't gonna.
It is what it is. Hoodrich Radio is T. Will. Salute, man. 96.7 The Beat. Don't change the station.
It's Hoodrich Radio. You better not change the station.